the administration came in. They all went to where this child was sitting at it, or standing at the time, and asked him to calm down and try to figure out by speaking to him what was wrong. And he kept like moving away from them, and they kept following him. And then he kind of got to one place where he, I guess, stayed, and they were questioning him again. And he started getting very angry and very like he couldn't control himself anymore. And he's like, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. You're nothing. I don't have to talk to you. My family said I never have to talk to anyone. I don't want to. And he was very upset. So he was coming out fast, though, with a lot of stuff. And then he started, because Dr. Miller kept questioning him, he started making her like the target of his verbal abuse and using profanity very freely. But that's not unusual for the children in that class at all. It is a behavioral class, and you expect that. And usually if that's the worst thing they do, it's pretty good that we can get them under control. So, but he kept it up, and then he told her that she was ugly and fat. And then she said, well, just have you looked in the mirror lately? And I don't think he understood that, and I'm grateful that he didn't, if he didn't, because he made no reference to it. And then she got him somehow. Dr. Mueller was standing there, and across from her was Dr. Wheat, who's our behavioral specialist in the school, and Jeffrey Fry, who's like an everything, because he really does everything and helps everybody, and he's all over the place. He also has had behavioral restraint training. So if they need extra restraint, knowing he's strong and a male, they would call him from time to time to be there in case. And so he was there, and he was like standing like on the other side, and Dr. Miller was closer to the student that was there. They were having issues, and she kept saying things to him, so he kept going like this with his foot to her shoe. And so she kept doing it back to his shoe, and so it was like one, and then she back again, and one, back again. Can I stop here for a minute? So they were no further away than I am to the chair over there. And nothing was blocking a view. You could see them clearly. And so she kept doing this, and he kept doing that, and all I kept thinking was, move away, don't keep this up, this is silly. And then she got annoyed with him because he kept calling her names, and she said to him, go sit at your desk. And he said, no, you can't make me. And she said, watch me, but he sat down. And then he was angry because he listened, like, I don't know, or because he was angry, because that's part of his illness. And he took the desk and pushed it, and it went down in front of him. And she told him over and over again, repeatedly, pick up the desk. And he answered the same way, no, I can't pick up the desk. No, I cannot pick up the desk. Why can't you pick up the desk? You knocked it over. I can't pick it up because of my hip. He had had surgery recently, and it involved removing part of the bone from his hip, and that his hip was not supposed to be, he was not supposed to have any activity that involved that area of his body. So that repetition was going on, and he kept saying, no, 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 because of my hip, I can't do it. And she got annoyed with him, and she came from the side. She was very close to him and walked right behind him, and he's only in the chair. The desk went ahead, close up to the media cabinet, and she went like that, and the chair went flying over, and he came out of the chair. And he wound up on the floor in kind of like a fetal position, lying on the floor, and he was sobbing and crying like a little baby. I didn't hear anything he had to say because he was crying, and I didn't hear anybody say anything after that. Everybody left the room. But I will say, in the interim, while all this was going on, the principal and both the men there were kind of like smiling and giggling and laughing. and it wasn't very funny.